Hoi hoi, Lynn here. In this video I'm going to show you guys how I painted the cat from My Roommate is a Cat. I do find myself using the same materials quite often, so I'm sorry that I keep repeating myself if you have watched multiple videos of mine. It's just, yeah, you know, sometimes people will just watch one, and I do want to try and be as informative and helpful as I can in each and every video that I post. Okay, great. So hopefully you guys are okay with me being repetitive. I do think it's kind of helpful to tell everyone what supplies I use. So in this video, I'm actually using 300 GSM watercolor paper. It's one of the main ones that I use. The GSM just means the thickness. Obviously, the thicker the paper, the less, you know, warped it could potentially get with how much water you put on it. So, you know, if you're just doing light watercolor, you can go for the thinner paper. It also ends up being cheaper. So if you do get the lower GSM, because it's just less paper, well, less dense, less thickness of the paper. So I'm assuming that less product equals cheaper. In this one, I wasn't planning on doing too much watercolor on it, and that's why I didn't tape it down as well. So I was like, okay, I'm using thick paper and I'm not going to be using much water. I don't need to tape it down. But normally when you do watercolor paintings, I would recommend for you to tape it down on, you know, some cardboard or, you know, a plank of wood or something, like maybe your desk, if you think you can do it in one sitting, just to prevent it from warping, because it's quite a challenge to try and paint a straight line on warped paper. As usual, I start off with watercolor pencil, just mapping out the drawing. I do keep it kind of loose, and I don't try to over define my line work because you don't want to overthink it too much. Plus you kind of change the shape of your drawings anyways when you start adding color. It's always good to have a bit of room for, you know, change and stuff. So don't fret too much if the sketch isn't as consistent as you'd like it, or, you know, you're not completely happy with it. It'll change when you color it anyways, because textures and all that good stuff. I always start from the background, just because I don't like any sort of like white spaces or gaps, and I find that you can go over like if you accidentally go over a line or something, you can layer it with the actual topic afterwards, so like the focal point of the painting. Whilst if you start off with the focal point and then you add the background, you tend to get like white spacing because you don't want to have the background overlap on the main focal point of the drawing painting. It's always good to have references, or at least picking a light source for yourself, because shadowing is a super important thing when it comes to coloring. I am sorry if my video sometimes skips as well. I don't remember to press record every time, and I do live stream these on Twitch, but if you do have any questions about anything that I might have accidentally forgotten to record, I am always happy to read your comments down below. I feel like I might not say this enough, and it's something that I really live by, and that's the fact that when you do art, it's not actually really about the finished product, it's about the time that you've spent on there. So it's the time that you are creating and you're enjoying that. You know, if you're creating things and you're not really having any fun with it, you know, maybe try some different mediums, or, you know, try some different techniques. But, you know, I find that creative is one of the things that I could openly say that it shouldn't be frustrating. I know experimenting is frustrating, but if you're just doing a leisurely, like, for fun painting, it shouldn't be anything but just a relaxing time for you. So I really do hope that everyone that does watch this video does take their time and really just kind of relax in that moment of creative bliss that you can get by doing what you love. So I don't know how else to really explain it, but yeah, just make art about you and yourself, not about impressing other people or a particular quote of X amount of characters or something like that. Obviously I know not everyone can work like that, because people do have full-time careers in this kind of industry, but to the people that are just exploring with art, and yeah, you know, just for the people that also have this as a job, you know, give some you time, just some you relaxing art time. We all deserve it. So be kind to yourself, and I bet you that you'll probably enjoy the overall painting a lot more at the end if you do have this outlook. So anyways, enough of that rant. I'm just layering, really. So adding colors and layering and trying to make it a little bit more heavier, so a bit more depth throughout the drawing. Just adding some nice details here and there to really make certain parts of the image pop. I think with this one I was kind of worried about the mouth, so I didn't want to do that yet because I wasn't too sure if I was going to do heavy line work or if I was going to keep it kind of, you know, like less bold line work. I don't really know how to describe it, so I think that's why I didn't do the mouth yet, because I found that it might be a bit overlapping, or it might look a bit funny if I started with something light and then layered it again, because then it gets like the mouth would become wider, and I kind of wanted the cat to have a very light thin mouth. After I'm happy with my colouring, I go through it again just to kind of sharpen things up with a bolder colour or just a darker tone that I think would be complementary, just to make it a bit bolder and more visible. Just a quick disclaimer slash warning maybe. I'm just going to say a couple of thank yous, so it'll get a little mushy, not too crazy, but anyways, let's start. Thank you to my patrons, like huge thank you. I can't believe you guys have supported me for so long and, you know, still hang around, so that's all I can really say. You surprise me every day, so great. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for supporting me and my YouTube. So keep saying so. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Good job, me. But you get what I mean. You're great. Thank you. I really do love painting these kind of little anime scenes, so thank you again everyone for all the suggestions. I need to stop saying I know, but I just, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and thank you so much for giving me all these wonderful suggestions. And I know I already just said that, but I mean it. You guys are great. Thank you for being part of this community and inspiring me every day. Yeah. Cool, okay, hopefully we're on the same page and you realize you're probably pretty cool, and I can't wait to see you guys next video. Yay! Because yes, there'll be plenty more to come, so see you guys next time.